This is the War Brief Daily from May 22nd, covering the Russia-Ukraine theater. Tonight, 3 confirmed updates. Ukraine struck a Russian drone operator training camp in Snizhne, killing at least 65 cadets and a senior officer. Twin Ukrainian strikes in occupied Kherson hit an occupation security headquarters and an air defense system, producing nearly 100 casualties. And Russia continued its sustained aerial campaign against Ukrainian energy infrastructure in cities overnight, with intercepts running high and exact counts still pending.
First, Ukraine destroys a Russian drone training camp in Snizhne, Donetsk Oblast. Confirmed. Overnight, May 19th into the 20th, operators from Ukraine's first separate center of the Unmanned Systems Forces struck a UAV training camp run by the 78th Sever-Akhmat Special Purpose Regiment, a Kadyrov-aligned unit inside Russia's 42nd Division. Confirmed dead, at least 65 cadets and the camp commander, a lieutenant colonel known by the call sign Buri, identified as a PhD at the Russian Academy of Missile and Artillery Sciences. The strike was publicly confirmed by Ukraine's Unmanned Systems Forces commander, Robert Magyar Brovdy. An ammunition stockpile in the facility's basement detonated during the attack, a secondary explosion pointing to prior intelligence on the site's internal layout. The operation was coordinated by Ukraine's Center for Deep Strike and the SBU. This was not a frontline strike. It was a targeted kill inside Russia's drone warfare pipeline, removing trained operators and a weapons developer before they ever reached the battlefield. Second, Ukraine strikes occupation headquarters and air defense in Kherson Oblast. Confirmed. Ukrainian forces hit 2 targets in occupied Kherson, a Russian security service occupation headquarters and a separate Russian air defense system. Combined casualties, nearly 100 killed and wounded per President Zelensky's statement on May 21st. The regional occupation governor confirmed 2 family members of a Russian soldier were also killed. Hitting the occupation administrative layer strikes at Russia's ability to govern held territory. Taking down an air defense system in the same operation compounds that degradation simultaneously. This is coordinated pressure, not isolated targeting. Third, Russia's overnight aerial campaign continues. The pattern is confirmed. This specific wave's full count is still developing. Russia launched another combined Shahed drone and cruise missile wave overnight into May 21st, targeting energy infrastructure and logistics nodes across Kharkiv, Dnipropetrovsk, and Odessa oblasts, with residential areas in Kharkiv city also hit. The Ukrainian Air Force reports the majority of threats were intercepted. For scale, over the past week, Russia launched more than 3,170 long-range drones, 74 missiles, and 1,300 guided glide bombs. On May 16th and 17th alone, 287 drones launched, 279 downed, a 97% intercept rate. Volume is the strategy. Russia is testing the ceiling of Ukraine's air defense capacity. On the front lines, no confirmed major changes as of May 21st. Positional fighting continued along the Kupiansk-Borova axis, the Sloviansk direction, and the Kherson riverbank. Russia's multi-force nuclear readiness exercises, which ran May 19th through today, have concluded. ISW assesses them as deliberate strategic posturing, not genuine escalation. No formal US or NATO public response was issued. That silence is itself a calibrated signal. Watch. Satellite confirmation and casualty verification from the Snizhne strike. Whether Ukraine expands the deep strike on personnel model to additional targets inside occupied territory, the intercept rate on the next Russian aerial wave, and a formal NATO response to the Estonian drone intercept incident, which remains unresolved. That's your War Brief Daily for May 22nd.